This is the Lyra FX8. This is the effects unit that is inside the Lyra 8 and is responsible for its crazy sound. Hey, my name is Lo. I've been composing music for films and television series for the last 20 years, and this is the Lyra FX8. Let's go over the layout of the SOMA. So here's the unit. As you see, it's a Eurorack module. I use Eurorack modules a lot as effect change because they're so versatile and there's so many different cool effects. And with the endless possibilities of LFOs and weird kind of generators that we have, it's a great way to start building very interesting effect units. This is one of these. This is the input volume, and we have 2 delays. I love it when companies dare to make really bizarre choices. The SOMA did a weird one here. This unit has 2 delays. They are parallel, but they're always on. They have the same feedback and the same mix knob, but you can't do just 1 delay. It's always 2 at different speeds. And that really works into the weirdness of this unit, which makes it just so interesting. We have a feedback for both delays. We got a mix for both delays, and then the time of delay 1 and the time of delay 2. And then we have 2 attenuators that decide how much of the modulation comes through. The cool thing about the unit is the longer the delay times, the noisier they get. Do you hear how much extra noise they come with? So this is the attenuator that decides how much modulation goes through this delay line. You have 2 choices. Either it self-modulates and it takes the volume of the input channel, and that decides how much modulation is added to the effect. I'll show you. So if I do self-modulate, I'll turn this one way up and I'll play this piano softly. You hear the wobble, but now if I play it louder, it goes way crazier. So it depends on how loud the sound is that's coming in, of how much modulation it's going to give to the actual delay line. I'm going to turn this one off. The other option is to just change it by hand. And you can also send an external LFO to both delay lines. For that, I'm going to use the random Bezier waves from 8X Systems. They made this unit together with Monotrail Tech Talk. If you have not checked out his YouTube channel, this guy is phenomenal. Please check it out. I'll put a link in the description. Watch this video until the end and then click on that. Okay, so basically it's a random LFO with a whole bunch of tricks up its sleeve. Let's add this one to the delay line and see what happens. Of course, this is way overdone, but you hear what it's actually doing. Now we bring the second delay back, second delay with it, and this is where fun, like, do you hear the waves that it has? We got a distortion in the end. You hear how much push and pull this has right away? It's really amazing. Now that you know what all the knobs do, let's add it to an ARP so we can see how it works in a music piece. And afterwards, I'm going to dive in deeper on how all knobs react to each other. This is the ARP that we have. And let's put the SOMA on there. Let's put some delays in there. A little bit of distortion. I always play this instrument with my hands as well. So you have like basically 3 different layers of modulation going on. And now let's take it out. Like, right? Like this is a VST, like you think a VST would sound like. It has no movement, it has no character. It's just a simple VST. And then we just add a little bit, only like 20% in, and like, it has so much character right away. I'll take it out. This constant push and pull in sound really what makes tracks come alive. And let's see what it sounds like in the whole track. So this is the ARP as it is. And now I'm gonna add the SOMA to it. Just that, warbles. I'm gonna take it out again. Do you hear how static it becomes? Like it was this ARP that was moving and going everywhere, and then it just becomes super static. That's what the SOMA does. It just gives life to everything you throw at it. It's really amazing. Let's put it on a pad and see what it does. Take it off. You hear that? That whole pad just disappears. Bring it back in. It's because of all the movement, it really fills out the whole spectrum, and it sounds amazing. It's that constant push and pull with the rest of the music. These two delays, first of all, sound pretty dirty, depending on if you send modulation to it, or you change it by hand, or the volume, how loud something comes in, can actually modulate its own delay. And that just gives it so many unpredictable ways of these warbles moving constantly. So we've seen two use cases. I've put it on a pad and I've put it on an ARP. I'm personally a huge fan of late 70s dub music. I love the playing around with delays on beats and build asynchronous rhythms that way. Let's throw it on a snare. Turn only the drums on for now. Do you hear how much rhythmic changes there are happening right now? I'll take it off. This is the beat by itself. Now I put the SOMA on the snare. Wow, so much life right away. It's great to just do like 2 or 3 full passes over my whole track and then just cut in and out the pieces that you want. It works just so well. It's a great trick that I use all the time, and if you listen to my tracks, you will definitely recognize these sounds. It's the SOMA, and I use it on every track. What is your secret sauce that you use on all your tracks? The SOMA Lyra-FX8 is definitely mine. I'm always looking for other ones, so please let me know if you know of any other really cool instruments. If you like this video and you want to see how I use my iPhone for parallel reamping, click on the video over here, and I'll see you next time.